I stand before you this afternoon on the occasion of the formal presentation of the report of the Ogoni Dialogue Committee, a milestone in our collective journey toward lasting peace, reconciliation, and development in Ogoni land. Let me begin by appreciating Your Excellency, Mr. President, for the clarity of vision and moral courage you demonstrated in entrusting this delicate but vital national task to an open, inclusive, and community-driven process. Your guidance and directive to this office to oversee the dialogue process. The Ogoni dialogue process set a tone of seriousness and sincerity which set us firmly on this path of progress. As Your Excellency could recall, following your historic meeting with a high-powered Ogoni delegation at the presidential villa, you directed that this office should assume responsibility for coordinating a structured and wide-ranging consultation process with the Ogoni people, in conjunction with all relevant stakeholders. In compliance with that directive, we assembled a dialogue committee composed of representatives from the 4 Ogoni local government areas, traditional institutions, youth women groups, civil society, and diaspora voices. This approach was embarked on to ensure that no voice was excluded and no concern left unheard. Over the past few months, the committee under my supervision commenced unprecedented engagement across Ogoni land and beyond. I am pleased to report that the consultations spanned several communities and the headquarters of the 4 local governments. Key stakeholders, including youth, women, traditional rulers, and professional bodies, were engaged directly throughout the process. Additionally, inputs from the diaspora were harvested through targeted virtual engagements. All through the process, tensions and divisions were carefully mediated, and a spirit of dialogue prevailed over confrontation, leading to a constructive and all-inclusive consultation process. This report, being formally presented to Your Excellency today, is the outcome of that intensive, methodical, and transparent engagement. Permit me, sir, to summarize 4 key takeaways from the report. First, the Ogoni people, while not forgetting past injustices, have reached a point of collective readiness to see the responsible resumption of oil production in Ogoni land, anchored on fairness, equity, environmental responsibility, and direct community benefit. Secondly, the Ogoni people are not merely asking for tokenism, but for structured participation through equity, development, funds, employment, and institutional safeguards. Furthermore, Your Excellency, there is all-round appreciation for ongoing confidence-building measures. It will be recalled that at the beginning of this dialogue process, Your Excellency graciously approved some early confidence-building steps to be undertaken to build needed trust. I am glad to confirm that the considerable process has been achieved in the actualization of these measures. These include the constitution of the Governing Council of the Federal University of Environment Technology, significant progress on the East-West Road acquisition of land for industrial park, progress on processes for targeted employment, and assessment visits to some hospitals earmarked for renovation. And among others, these strides have sent strong signals of goodwill, and we are all grateful to Your Excellency. Also, there has been a call in unison to reposition the hydrocarbon pollution remediation project, HYPREP, given the convergence of environmental remediation and renewed operations. The report strongly recommends the repositioning of hybrid in a manner that synchronizes with the dialogue process. Overall, Your Excellency, the dialogue process has rekindled hope in Ogoni land. It has turned the page on decades of silence and cynicism. But hope, as we know, is fragile, if not matched by sustained action. Therefore, the report proffered some progressive recommendations. This encompasses Your Excellency's directive to the relevant stakeholders to act swiftly on outstanding confidence-building measures, notably the constitution of the Implementation Task Force comprising the members of the Ogoni community, the NMPCL, and its partners and relevant MDS, coordinated by the Office of the National Security Advisor. The objective is to ensure timely follow-through and with a view to signing of a memorandum of understanding and acting swiftly on the outcomes. Additionally, Your Excellency, the report provided public reaffirmation of your administration's commitment to peaceful resource development in Ogoni as a model and blueprint for progress. Permit me, sir, to commend in the strongest terms the Ogoni Dialogue Committee, the traditional rulers, youth, women representatives, and indeed the entire Ogoni delegation. They have been wonderful. Their efforts have shown maturity, vision, and unity in approaching this process, not as a contest of grievances, but as a search for solutions. Mr. President, what we are witnessing today is not just the submission of a report. It is the offering of a renewed covenant between a people and their country. It is now left for us to collectively ensure that the sacrifices made and the hopes expressed are not betrayed. With your leadership, sir, I have no doubt that we can continue seamlessly and effectively on this path of progress. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you for giving us that chance and opportunity. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.